And what it do, family? Another day, another dollar with some more news that'll make you holler. Let's go. So over this past weekend, there was a Nazi rally down there in, you know what I'm saying, Orlando. And it just so happened, if you go back, what was it, like 2 videos ago, I was just talking about the shooting in Jacksonville. You dig what I'm saying? So, fast forward about, like a week later, here you go here. So, over the weekend, 2, that's the number of neo-Nazi groups, you dig what I'm saying, of a band of howling monkeys. You dig what I'm saying? A band of Cro-Magnon Neanderthals. You dig what I'm saying? They out here going crazy. You dig what I'm saying? They done broke out. You feel me? And the sad thing about it is, bro, all jokes aside, in these 2 groups, one of them was called the Blood Tribe, the other called the Goyim Defense League. You dig what I'm saying? What's so crazy is, one of them, do your research, was formed by a former Marine. And they just so happen to say we are everywhere. But do you know what the sad part about it is? The truly sad part about it is the fact that they band up together, and y'all know how I like to tell us we gotta unite. They banded up together after one of their own, that cave salamander I just told y'all about, went down there and did what he did to our people. You dig what I'm saying? And they banded together after that. When in actuality, it should have been us banding together to be like, oh, no more of this. You dig what I'm saying? But instead of us banding together saying no more of this, what are we doing? Arguing about fucking relationships. Arguing about what a man should do and what a woman should do. The roles of a man and a woman. What rapper better than who? Who beefing with who? And what's crazy is, we arguing right now about what happened to the sister, the Somalian sister. You dig what I'm saying? I don't know too much about it. I don't want to get into it, nor do I care to get into it. You dig what I'm saying? But my point is, we arguing about that, right? We're going back and forth, and it's just so easy how I can put something out and make us argue amongst each other. Feel me? Like, anything they put out amongst a black person that has something to do with the opposite sex, we go into uproar and beef and do all this other shit. You feel me? But I tell you what, you put your hands on one of their women and see what's gonna happen. They don't give a man. They might not like their woman. You dig what I'm saying? They, man, and I don't want to debate about all that either. You feel me? Because they had the women's suffrage movement for a reason. They may not like their woman. You dig what I'm saying? But you put your hands on one of their women and see what the fuck gonna happen to you. So instead of us banding together on our own tip to be for ourselves, we always gotta argue and make a reason why we can't band together. But here they are talking about slavery was good. We benefited off of slavery. I'm gonna post it at the end of this video, so please stay tuned. Keep watching the video. You're gonna see how they feel about you and what they have to say about you. And the fact that they can stand together and stand on that tip together, you dig what I'm saying? Unite off of that. See, they feel like they got a common enemy. You, me. You dig what I'm saying? But we see our common enemy is us. Do y'all not get the flip here? See, what's crazy is they got us beefing with each other while they beefing with us too. That's like a triple cross. And so, like I said, while y'all on here debating about the roles of a woman and the roles of a man, which can be figured out later, which we already know what it is, so y'all really just debating off of ego. You did what I'm saying? At the end of the day, y'all debating off of ego because you know what the hell your job is. You feel me? That's why I don't get into all that extra shit. You know what your job is. I don't get into that shit on the internet. You feel me? But while we arguing about that, they are banding up to go against you. But you don't see that because you too busy arguing about what the fuck going on. Oh, this rapper did this. Meg Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez, Shawty and this, brother and this. You feel me? Y'all worry about the most irrelevant shit. When everybody else in the world is worried about how to take over the world, control the world, and get the world to their own people, we worry about arguing. Now, I done said this before. We worry about money. They worry about the resources. They got the money and the resources. We just trying to get the money. But what we don't understand is, in order for that money to be worth something, you got to have the resources to back the money. So if you don't have the resources to back the money, then your money ain't worth nothing. And then, since he has the resources, once you get the money that he gives you after you worked for it, you go spend the money right back with him to get the resources that he took from you. instead of just getting your own resources. Because if you had your own resources, you wouldn't need his dollar. Or is that too hard to understand? I said if you get your own resources, you don't need his dollar. You can make your own. Then you can decide who's rich and who's poor. Or is that too hard? Now, that don't make no sense, family. That don't make no sense for them to be able to walk around saying what they saying. You feel me? Doing what they doing. And instead of anybody, because I don't see that many people talking about it. I see it in a couple. But mostly we talking about Shawty with the brick. Hey, man, here we go about the brick. Hey, man, say, man, this is what I got to say. We supposed to protect each other. You dig what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we supposed to protect each other, one another. You dig what I'm saying? As a black man, you supposed to protect your sisters. And your sisters supposed to protect your brothers. And what I mean by your sisters protect your brothers, if somebody from another race, a female or woman from another race does something to one of the brothers, that's our sister's job to jump in. But more her job of protection is to protect the children. She's the last line of defense. You the first line of defense. So now we understand that shit. All this arguing about who supposed to do this and niggas ain't doing this, that shit is irrelevant, gang. Completely irrelevant, gang. Do what the fuck you supposed to do. See, the problem is, on that tip, everybody keep arguing about, well, we might go to jail, wooty wooty woo. And this go back to what I just said about the resources. The fact that you can't govern your own people not only tells you and defines you your wealth and shit like that, meaning we don't have resources and we're trying to get the resources from him, but it also defines your government system, the criminality, all that. You get what I'm saying? All that shit. You feel me? And so with that being said, since you are not in control of yourself, government-wise, lawmaking-wise, and all that, yeah, you feel like, damn, I can't even protect her because I might go to jail. And so here goes the other caveat to that. The other caveat to that is, since we know we're living under this system, you dig what I'm saying? Don't put your brother and your sister in a situation where they might have to do some shit to go to jail. But if they have to do the shit to protect you, you take care of their family. You help their family out. Not just, oh yeah, he sacrificed himself for me. Whoop de whoop de whoop. No, this shit supposed to go together. You dig what I'm saying? But instead of trying to find a way for any way for it to work, because you don't gotta agree with the way I just said. But at the end of the day, it shouldn't be goddamn you turning your back to somebody. Because I done said this numerous of times. And I done said this numerous of times. It should not be this many excuses and this many reasons that guys make up, that men make up to not be able to protect their sister, dog. Because when it come down to your homie or a dude in the street, you dig what I'm saying? You know how many times I done seen niggas jump in just on some humbug shit that ain't got nothing to do with them. But if it is they bros, you feel me, and they know they bro doing wrong in these streets, they gonna go slide, they gonna go drill, they gonna go step, they gonna go march, they gonna do all that for somebody who they know doing wrong. You dig what I'm saying? And that's a whole other man. That's a whole other man. But when it come down to a sister, like I said, I ain't getting into all of what she did wrong and all that, bro, because I really don't give a fuck. You dig what I'm saying? Because I heard too much. In my eyes, this shit is a whole psyop just to make us argue again. But at the end of the day, my point is still valid as saying, you would rather protect your brother and have no problem protecting your brother who's a whole other man who you know doing wrong. You dig what I'm saying? But when it come down to a sister in the streets, you ain't gonna do nothing, especially when she being attacked by something like this. That shit crazy as fuck.